A very good day, my dear student. Today we'll learn about relational database management system. Let us see. So in relational database management system, we learn the 5 sections. First one is appreciate the concept of database management system, create and edit table using wizard and SQL commands, perform operations on table, retrieve data using query, create forms and reports using wizards. So today we'll learn the session 1, appreciation concept of database management system. So in the session 1, appreciate the concept of database management system. What do you mean by relevant knowledge? For accessing the relevant knowledge, a database is must. So what is database? A database is an organized collection of data. You can visualize it as a container or information. The database contains what? It is a container of information where all the information are being accessed, or it is a collection of all the data. Now data is typically organized to model relevant aspects of reality. For example, the availability of rooms in hotels, like how many rooms are available in hotels. The data is being available in one database in a way that supports processes requiring this information. For example, finding a hotel with vacancies. Suppose if you own a stationery shop, you need to keep detailed records of the material available in your shop, right? So you also need to store information about pricing, stock levels for reordering old stocks, etc. So this all details comes under what? It all details are being stored in what? In one database. So for you would have maintained several files with different bits of information in the computerized system. You would use database programs such as Microsoft Access, OpenOffice.org base, or MySQL to organize the data as per your business needs. Now the database concept has evolved since the 1960s to ease increasing difficulties in designing, building, and maintaining complex information systems. In this lesson, you will learn database concept and to work with a database management system. Now, what do you mean by database management system? Database management system is a software package with computer programs that control the creation, maintenance, and use of database. You could be able to create the database, you could be able to maintain the existing database, and if you want to reuse or use that particular database, you could be able to use the database as well. Now it allows organization to conveniently develop databases for various applications. Like a database is an integrated collection of data recorded files. Integrated means different type of collection of data recorded files and other objects. A DBMS allows different user application programs to concurrently access the same database. Well-known DBMS include Oracle, IBM, DB2, Microsoft SQL Server. These are the software where we could be able to use what? DBMS. Now data can be organized in two types. First one is flat file and second one is a relational file. Now what do you mean by flat file? Flat file is what? Data is stored in a single table, usually suitable for less amount of data. Now what is relational? Data is stored in multiple tables and tables are linked using a common field. Like for example, school data is there, and in the school the teacher table is one table where the teacher details are being stored, and second one is your uh, students table where the students record are stored. But if you want to take the class, then these two tables are being linked together such that the relation could be made between the teacher and the students. For that, one new table could be prepared according to the teacher and student. So for that we need what? Relational, and we need to link two tables, right? Now what is database servers? Database servers are dedicated computers that hold the actual database and run only the DBMS and related software. Typically, databases available on the database of servers are accessed through command line or graphic users interface tools referred to as front ends. Servers are referred to as backends. Such type of data access is referred to as what? Client server model. Now there are some front end and back end. In the front end, the table is being shown, but the storage is being done in what? In the back end part. So it is known as what? Front end and back end. So in database server, dedicated computers hold the actual database and run only the DBMS and related software only. Now what do you mean by RDBMS? RDBMS is what? Relational Database Management System. It is a database management system that is based on relational model as introduced by EF Code, who have released EF Code of IBM's Sandros Research Laboratory have introduced what? Relational database model. Now, most popular database concurrently is used are based on relational database model only. Relational model for database management is a database model based on first order predicate logic, first formulated and proposed in 1969 by Edgar F. Codd. In the uh, full form of E was Edgar F. Codd. In the relational model database, all data is presented in terms of tuples grouped into relations. A database organized in terms of relational model is a relational database. The purpose of relational model is to provide a declarative method for specifying data and queries. Users directly state what information the database contains and what information they want from it, and let the database management software take care of describing data structure for storing the data and retrieving procedures for answering queries. Now, what do you mean by database concepts? Database contains objects that are used for storing and managing information. To understand a database in a very simple language, let us look at the example of your address book. What do you store in an address book? You may have people's name, people's address, people's phone number, and maybe even people's birthday also. There is common element here, what? People. In this example, each person is considered as a what? Item. So an item is what? The database is storing information about. When you are recording information in your address book, what did you ask the people? What is your address? What is your phone number, etc. Each question that we ask about our item is what? Field. Now say you make new friends and want to add their information to your address book. You will ask question, get the answers, and create a new record, right? So a record is a set of information made up of fields stored in your database about one of the item. What is value now? Value is the actual text or numerical amount or date that you put in while adding information of your database. Like if you want to add the student's birthday, then that particular birthday will be what? Your item. Then you put all the information together in a grid like you do in a spreadsheet. A collection of similar record creates what? A table. Now database can have one or more tables. Address book example is a very simple one. In real life, there are many more details involved. A big company would have in its database one table for its product, one table for its suppliers, and one table for its customer details, one for orders received, and maybe many others. Each table in a database contains information about one type of item. So a database is basically a container that holds tables and other objects and manages how they can be used. Now another very important thing to remember is that when you put an information, you may have people with the same name. There may be more than one Charu Arora on the same address, but when creating a database, an important feature is what? Record uniqueness in every table. You should have an uniqueness between every table. For that, you should have in one item such that which makes the identity between the two Charus or more than two Charus or more than same name. Okay, uniqueness helps to avoid accidental duplication of records caused by user or computer error. This can be achieved by using some number or value that uniquely identifies a record. For example, a serial number you can put, or a roll number you can put, or a customer ID you can put, such that the uniqueness would be exist in your table and it will remove the accidental errors. Now, see, here you can find there are two Ravi, but there may be you could not identify that where it is, like which particular name to be taken. For that, the roll number is mentioned over here, okay, such that it will identify the duplicacy of the name. Now you had used the example of an address book in the previous section. An address book uses only one table, but look at a different situation. If you are a dealer selling a single type of item and want to record details of your sales in the past month and also want the details of client who purchases the item. So see, here are the customer details are being stored such that you could be able to access the particular item and you could take or you could sell your particular items, okay. Now you can give the primary key as well for removing the duplicacy. The primary key could be allotted to the number part, like a roll number is there, or id is there. For the uniqueness of a record, we use what? Primary key. Okay, now what is the unique field is called what? Primary key. Primary key is a unique value that identifies a row in a table. For example, client id is a what? Primary key. Okay, now what is foreign key? Foreign key identifies a column or set of columns in one referencing table. Means there are two tables. Okay, students, there are two tables. First one is A and second one is B. In the foreign key, the first rule exists for one column should be same in both the table. And second rule follows what? In the table A, the column 1, suppose the column 1 is there which has the same field which is available in table B also. So in table A, that particular column will be identified as primary key, but in the column 2, that particular table will be identified as what? Foreign key. So these two rules should be applied in what? In primary foreign key feature. First thing, there should be one common column in both the table. Second rule is what? In table A, that particular column is identified as primary key, and in column B, same column is being identified as what? Your foreign key. That is known as what? Parent and child condition. Okay. See here, this client id is available here. So client id, this is known as what? Primary key. And here also client id is available, but in this client id, this is known as what? Your foreign key. Okay, now this is all about your first first session. The second session we'll learn in the next class. Thank you.